Chapter 2. Our Earth and its Neighbors. Look at this picture of our solar system. Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune. The planets. There are 8 planets that move around the Sun. They move around the Sun in a fixed path. Our planet Earth is one of the 8 planets. Other planets are Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. The Sun and these 8 planets together form our solar system. The shape of the Earth. Earlier, it was thought that the Earth was flat, but later it was proved that the Earth is spherical in shape. Photographs taken from the space show that the Earth is spherical in shape. It is slightly flattened at the top and the bottom. Moreover, many years ago, sailors had proved that the Earth is round. They started sailing from a certain point and reached where they had started. This could only happen if the path is circular. When we see a ship appearing at the horizon, its top appears first. Later, its middle portion is seen, and finally, the whole ship appears. This also shows that the ship is traveling along a curved surface and that the Earth is round. However, the Earth appears flat to us because what we see is only a tiny part of a very big arc. Movements of the Earth. The Earth is moving all the time, though we cannot feel it. It shows 2 types of movement, rotation and revolution. Rotation. Have you ever seen a top spinning? The top spins about its axis. The axis is an imaginary line that runs through the center of an object. Similarly, the Earth moves on its axis. This movement of the Earth on its own axis is called rotation. The Earth's axis is slightly tilted. The Earth spins from west to east. It takes 24 hours or 1 day for the Earth to complete one rotation. Thus, 1 day has a duration of 24 hours. Revolution. Planets go around the Sun in their fixed orbits. The Earth is a planet, so it also goes around or revolves around the Sun. This movement of the Earth around the Sun is called revolution. The Earth takes about 365 and quarter days or 1 year to complete one revolution around the Sun. The Earth's revolution around the Sun causes the change in seasons. The Sun. The Sun is a very big ball of hot gases. It looks big because it is the star that is closest to the Earth. It has its own light and heat. The temperature on the Sun's surface is about 5,400 degrees Celsius. The Moon. The Moon is our nearest neighbor in space. It is the natural satellite of the Earth. A satellite is a heavenly body that moves around a planet on a fixed path called the orbit. The Moon is about 3,84,400 kilometers away from the Earth. It has no light of its own but reflects the light of the Sun. The Moon completes one rotation on its axis in 29.5 days and takes the same time to complete one revolution around the Earth. Phases of the Moon. Due to the changes in the position of the Earth, the Moon appears to change its shape. The different bright shades of the Moon which we see in the night sky are called phases of the Moon. When we see the whole bright side of the Moon, it is called full moon. When the moon is more than half lit, it is called gibbous moon. When the moon is less than half lit, it is called crescent moon. On some days, the dark side of the moon is towards the earth. On such days, we cannot see the moon. It is called the new moon. The stars and the constellations. Like the sun, the other stars are also huge burning balls of gases. They appear to be much smaller than the sun as they are very far away from us. Stars have light of their own. Sometimes the groups of stars form patterns in the sky. Such patterns are called constellations. There are about 88 different constellations. Some of the constellations are Ursa Major, the Great Bear, Scorpius, Scorpion, Orion, Hunter, and the Leo, Lion. Look at some of the constellations. Indian astronomers. Astronomy is the science of study of the heavenly bodies like the sun, the moon, the stars, and the planets. The people who study astronomy are called astronomers. Aryabhatta lived in our country nearly 1500 years ago. He was a great astronomer and mathematician. He was the first man to tell that the earth is round and rotates on its own axis. He also told us that the moon reflects the light of the sun following on it. Another astronomer who lived during the time of Aryabhatta was Varahamihira. He was a scholar and wrote many books. Bhaskara too was an astronomer who lived about 900 years ago. He discovered a method to work out how planets move.